What is love bombing? Love bombing is a manipulative tactic that involves someone showering another person with excessive attention and affection to gain their favor and manipulate them into a relationship. It's often used at the beginning of a romantic relationship and can include flattery and praise, over-communicating feelings, giving unwanted gifts, discussing a future together early on, and going above and beyond for the other person. Love bombing can make the other person feel special and loved, but it can also have negative effects on the relationship and the individual involved. It can lead to gaslighting, abuse, and make the other person dependent on the bomber. Mental health professionals say that people with narcissistic or sociopathic traits may use love bombing to control others. Love bombing can look different for each person, but some examples include taking someone on a vacation a week after meeting them, texting someone 30 times a day, giving someone a book by an author that they both like on their 1-month anniversary. While love bombing has become culturally prominent in recent years, there isn't much peer-reviewed research on this topic. However, some say that ending a toxic relationship with a manipulator can help your mental health. Love bombing is characterized by excessive attention, admiration, affection with a goal to make the recipient feel dependent and obligated to that person. It is the chilling tactic used by narcissists, abusers, and even cult leaders. Love bombing is characterized by excessive attention, admiration, and affection with the goal to make the recipient feel dependent and obligated to that person. The chilling tactic is often used by narcissists, abusers, and even cult members. What makes love bombing so confusing and difficult to untangle oneself from is that at first, it actually feels really good thanks to all the dopamine and endorphin boosts you get from the bomber's lavish gift and attention. You feel special, needed, and loved. You feel valuable and worthy, which are all the components that contribute to and increase the person's self-esteem. But maybe a month or so later, once the relationship is official, the good morning messages turn into angry late night texts from this person who swept you off your feet, convinced that you are out cheating on them when you are really home asleep with your cat. You realize that each present from fancy flowers to lingerie isn't free at all. Your undivided attention, loyalty, and often access to your body expected in return. Daters guilty of love bombing feel the need to fill an emotional void with the love of another person. But once they have that person and feel secure in the relationship, their true feelings can come to the surface and the instability unravels from there. You may feel like you owe a love bomber the same amount of adoration and loyalty in return for all the extra gifts and attention you've received. But true acts of love do not need reciprocation, are inspired from within. They can still call you cute names, but also nasty ones, perhaps even slurs. You may have noticed that love bombing is part of an abusive circle. They disparage you and display a sociopathic nastiness, often followed by a blatant and desperate attempt to reconcile. You still get flowers delivered. But the dark secret is that those flowers are only a reminder of abuse, which you know will happen again. So love bombing, it is one of the red flags you look out for in a relationship. So according to Lori Nixon, Beta, PhD, love bombing is a manipulative dating tactics used by narcissistic and abusive individuals. Love bombers seek to quickly obtain the affection and attention of someone they are romantically pursuing by presenting an idealized image of themselves. It is a symptom of narcissistic personality disorder. It can also be a symptom of borderline personality disorder, which is known for causing people to split, to swing from one degree to another, to go from hating one person to idolizing them in a matter of seconds to days. In this circle, the love bombing can come after a period of being treated like hell. This is often done in a desperate attempt to fix things, as many people, especially those with bipolar personality disorder, have a feeling of abandonment that can be unbearably painful for them. And love bombing is largely an unconscious behavior. It's all about getting the other person. Then when they feel that they really got the person and they feel secure in the relationship, the narcissist typically switches and becomes very difficult, abusive, or manipulative. So the person who was super idealizing of their partner will switch to devaluing them. So when you are in any relationship, check out. Is it love bombing? Are you being smothered? Are you feeling intoxicated? Are you feeling as if you can't breathe because of the love or attention the person is giving to you? You check it. There are some of the telltale signs of love bombing. They are extravagant gifts, obsessive flattery, constant complimentary testing, and always expecting a prompt reply. So you really need to check it. You really need to. So if you are looking for more specifics, say what about a love bomber might say. I want to spoil you. I just want to be with you all the time. If you are guilty of for wanting boundaries or space, I would like to check in on you because I get worried. If you check in every once in a while, it's okay. Constantly checking in on your whereabouts, checking your social media pages is actually love bombing. We are meant for each other. Be cautious if things feel really intense, really fast, or they mention you being their soulmate or twin flame early on. It's you and me forever. So just be careful. The love bomber might even demand your attention and time and may isolate you from your friends and family. For example, they may become angry and make you feel guilty for making plans with others. The love bomber will excessively compliment you and shower you with affection. The love bomber will persuade you towards making a commitment to them very early on in the relationship. What are some signs that you are the love bomber? Love bombing is all about tearing away boundaries. If a romantic desire to share time together turns into feelings of manipulation, fear, rather than affection, you should check in with yourself, your friends, and your therapist. When you do anything to get that person back, you are looking at an unhealthy codependency. Suppose you feel like you couldn't live without someone and would do anything from showing up unannounced and unwanted at their door to sending inappropriate gifts and in your gut, you know it's weird. In that case, you may be the love bomber and should consider working with a therapist to develop a healthier attachment style. All these things are just things to more or less like to look at who you are. Whether you are the perpetrator or the victim, love bombing can be incredibly detrimental to your mental health because it is a form of emotional abuse. If someone gives you something, you feel that you owe them something equal or greater in return. If your partner is giving you excessive love and attention, you feel like you have to give this behavior, dedication, or loyalty in return, despite the red flags you experience. It may also become a cycle of abuse. Once the targeted person becomes hooked on the love bomber has not only gained control over their partner's mind and heart, but they also have their ego boosted. At this phase, they no longer have any use for their partner and begin the process of withdrawing from the relationship. And once the love bomber begins to withdraw, they may begin emotionally abusing their partner. They may hurl insults, make disparaging remarks, gaslight, and cause their partner to feel invalidated and devalued. The love bomber is aware that they have control over their partner and may eventually walk away from the relationship with an understanding that they can return at any time to continue with the cycle of abuse. What to do if you are being love bombed? Love bombing is a form of psychological manipulation. It is a form of emotional abuse. So it is still normal to feel a strong attachment to a love bomber, or even to defend their actions. When narcissists target their desire to control someone, they look for deep-seated insecurities and find ways to exploit them. For instance, you may feel like these people truly get you or sees you for who you are. It might feel like this relationship, however controlling it is, has also provided you with the kind of validation that you have always wanted. If you realize that you are with this love-bombing person, what you should do is to safely remove yourself from an abusive situation and seek out support systems outside of the relationship. Love bombing is real. A lot of people have been killed, manipulated, maltreated through love bombing. Because with the love bombing, they separate you from your loved ones and they make you feel so dependent on them that you cannot stand alone. And then the abuse starts. If you're in a relationship, check this. If you are the one with the love bomber tendencies, also check it and go in for therapy sessions. It's good to be in love, but everything has to be done in moderation. I would like to hear your comments below. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get our videos as they drop.